Marshall Mathers was the quintessential loner, the new kid, who changed schools every few months, getting bullied and beaten up. He had no roots. Proof was the cool kid at Osborn High School. He was charismatic, well-liked, and already a local talent. He approached Marshall after hearing rumors that the white kid could actually rhyme. Once Proof gave Marshall his stamp of approval, the bullying largely stopped. Proof essentially gave him a pass to exist in the halls of Osborn. They spent their teenage years in the basement of Marshall's home at 19946 Dresden Street, obsessing over the Lyricist Lounge and the Source magazine. They didn't have money for professional gear, so they practiced mental rapping, challenging each other to find rhymes for words that supposedly didn't have any. While the movie 8 Mile is fictional, the reality of the geographic bond was real. Proof lived on the better side of the tracks compared to Marshall, but he spent all his time in the rougher areas to be with his crew. They used hip-hop as a literal shield. In neighborhoods where they didn't belong, Proof would initiate a freestyle battle to de-escalate potential violence. He taught Marshall that as long as his tongue was sharp enough, he was safe. Even though they were close in age, Proof was about a year younger, actually. Proof acted as the emotional older brother. Marshall's relationship with his mother Debbie was famously fractured. Proof's family provided a sense of stability Marshall didn't have. Marshall was notoriously shy and suffered from extreme stage fright early on. Proof was the one who would physically push him onto the stage at the hip-hop shop, sometimes literally grabbing the mic and forcing it into Marshall's hand. The name Proof wasn't just a cool alias. He told Marshall he called himself Proof because he was the proof that Detroit has talent. He saw himself as a mayor for the city scene long before they were famous. He decided early on that if he couldn't be the biggest star, he would be the one to make sure the biggest star came from his circle. Before D12, they were in a group called Soul Intent. They used to hand-press cassette tapes and sell them out of the trunks of their cars. This was the era of Proof and Eminem, just two kids walking up and down 7 Mile, trying to get anyone to listen. While success solidified their professional partnership, it created a complex dynamic between the two. True to their early agreement, Eminem brought Proof along for his rise. Proof became his official hype man, traveled the world and performed beside him on every major stage. According to interviews and lyrics, specifically the song How Come, the two experienced a falling out, or a chill, in the relationship as Eminem's fame grew. Eminem's fortress of fame and his increasing isolation due to addiction created a distance that hadn't existed when they were teenagers. While Eminem went on to become a global icon, Proof remained the mayor of Detroit, staying deeply connected to the local scene. This sometimes led to a sibling rivalry dynamic, so to speak, though they eventually reconciled their differences before Proof's passing. Proof was killed